Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cone Racing League, round 8, or round 10, sorry. Round Monza tonight. Well, no, round 8. What am I on about? Yeah, it's been a long day. Round 8, Monza, Tier 2. Looking forward to tonight. We've had a few changes to the commentary box tonight. Usually Rob would be here as lead comms. But unfortunately, I'm on my own today due to powers out of my control. But nonetheless, I'm happy to take the lead again. I think this may be my third time taking the lead on the comms. So yeah, looking forward to tonight. Around the historic track. And yeah, hoping these guys can put on a good show for obviously myself and for you guys watching at home tonight. So, Monza, a historic track, known for many overtakes, long straights, and a lot of drama. Hopefully tonight it's a clean race. As you see, most of the guys are now coming out of the pits for their out lap, looking to set a banker lap and then see what happens. Looks like clear skies tonight as well, just for qualifying. I'm not sure what the race is going to look like, but hopefully it's going to be dry for these guys. And tonight, hopefully we see some great racing around here. I know this tier has, I'd say, probably the best pound for pound racers in terms of the skill level. So I'm expecting to see a good race tonight from all of the drivers. So let's just get a look this start. So unfortunately Rob couldn't be here with us tonight, but hopefully he's watching. And yeah, hopefully he's back next week, as it's not the same without him. But nonetheless, we're going to carry on and we'll jump on board with T-Griff now as he comes down to turn 1. Make sure he spots that break in and just gets it timed in perfectly as he does that. Kisses both apexes and has great traction on the exit. So let's see what his sector times are going to be. Around Curva Grande. So 26.2. Does he spot his braking zone perfectly? He does. Slight bit of oversteer or understeer there. But nonetheless, he's made the corner. Through Lesmo 1. And Lesmo 2. Just really got to throw the car in there. He keeps it just within the track limits. And now it's a long run now. Up to Ascari. Claps, it's a 120.1, which is a decent banker. Let's see what T-Griff puts in. That's Tobes, is a set to 119.5. So that's the time to beat for now. Tobes 6/10 quicker than Clapier. So let's see what T-Griff can do. As he goes fastest with a 19.4. Not bad. It's all times coming thick and fast now. So we'll see some guys coming out of the pits. Hopefully not going to interfere with people's laps. Hopefully not. It's Hobbsy. So let's say 119.4. That's a very good lap. But as you can see, the top 3 separated by just under a tenth. So it bodes well for tonight as Legende goes P1 with a 19.3. So hopefully times are going to get quicker as the track wrap is in. And as I said, that Ennis sets a 119 dead. Now, I'm not sure what the times are going to be around here for Tier 2, but I'm sure they're going to be quick. And I'm expecting the times to get quicker than what they are at the moment. But that's decent bankers for everybody. Straussy could be on an in-lap possibly, or a reconnaissance lap just to build up his ERS, maybe. Let's see, let's have a look at his sector time here. Yeah, he's second down. That's 4-star coming around the corner now. He's burnt for a lot of his ERS, but he may get a nice toe here. So 120 dead. So a few guys coming into the pits. We have Harry Palmer now on the lap. We will stay on board with this lap for now. See how he gets on. As he goes purple through sector 1. Not sure if that's actually the game, because sometimes the game will come up with a false reading through the sectors, but hopefully he's on a decent lap here, so we'll stick on board throughout the rest of the lap. And he keeps it within track limits there, which is obviously the main thing. So now he's coming into the final corner. You can see how he fares. It's a nice run. Try and go as far right as possible, and it's a 120.6 from Harry. So his teammate War Daddy is on an out lap. Jack doesn't look like he's pushing on that lap at all. So we've got Shu in the Williams coming out now. Just on his out lap. And we've got a few guys in the pits now. So yeah, this is where you get the lull, where the first runs have been done and the second runs are going to be prepared for. You may even get a third run, just depending on where you go out on the track, how early you come out as well. So T Griffin P5 currently. So yeah, he needs to find about half a second if he wants to get on to the front row currently. But as I said, as the track wrap is in, anything is possible. So we'll go on board with Tobes. Obviously AlphaTauri being an Italian team. It's their home race, so hoping they can put on a good show. But yeah, let's see how Tobes gets on now. As he spots his brake in, hopefully he's not bothered too much by the car in front coming out the pits. As he uses a slight bit of traction there on the exit. If he can keep his foot to the floor, let's see what he can do out of the first sector. Half a second down. That possible snap that he had out of the first couple of corners may have affected him now, so he might just back off and go again, or carry on. Let's see what he decides to do. So let's see what Tobes does now as he enters into final corner, Parabolica. Looks like he's pitting, yeah, so he's given up on that set. He's still got 8.5 minutes to go. Maybe look over some data, maybe change a bit of the setup. I think you can only change possibly the front wing. So yeah, maybe take a bit of front wing out, maybe put a bit of front wing on if he's suffering with a bit of understeer, oversteer. May need to change how the car feels so he can be a bit more confident. As we're on board with Strauss in the Merc. I have to say the Merc is lovely in black. It's going to be interesting to see what the 2024 Merc is going to look like in terms of obviously colour and bodywork, as obviously Strauss has lost it there. Not sure if he was distracted by the car that was there, maybe dawdling a little bit. But he's still got a bit of time now, Strauss, anyway, and hopefully that's not affected him too much. Let's have a look. So we have Darai on an out lap now. Let's see how he fares. As Hobbs, he sets a blister in 18.9, so they're below 119 now. Hobbsy's obviously the first one to dip below that 119 barrier, so let's see if anybody else can fare better than him, but that's a stonking lap at the moment there by Hobbsy, and he's still got enough time to go again. It's with a yellow flag in sector 1, possibly a car letting another car through out of the pits. Ennis sets at 18.7. Wow. He's not messing about. That's a good lap there from Darai. Puts in P3. Now it's going to be important for these guys tonight to get a clean getaway into turn 1. Our race on Monday in Tier 4 was slightly dramatic in terms of there was a few incidents into turn 1. And hopefully these guys being a bit more refined, a bit more experienced, show us Tier 4 boys how to do it. But you can never know, because this turn 1 can catch a lot of people out. So Ennis now maybe coming back to the pits. Wonder if he'll go again, or will he save a set of tyres? Is Hobbsy going to go again? No, I don't think he's going to go again. I think he's going to pit. Yeah. So we're just going through to see who's out on track, and most of the guys are in the garage. It's Clark up to P12. Still has enough time to go again. That's 3-4. Entering the pits. Hopefully Ferrari can have a good race tonight. It also being their home track around Monza. Hoping to emulate possibly Charles Leclerc's win in 2019 around here in the Ferrari. I have to say that race was brilliant from Leclerc. The management to keep Lewis behind him, where Lewis was just on it. But Leclerc kept his head, and yeah, he won. Fully deserved to win that race. And obviously today, if you don't know, Charles Leclerc has announced he has signed a new contract with Ferrari. But interesting, it doesn't state how long the contract is, so would it possibly be a performance-related contract based on what sort of car Ferrari can give him in the next couple of years? Be interesting to see how Ferrari get on. And obviously the resurgence of McLaren, expecting McLaren to be up there from the get-go. Mercedes need a big year. Aston Martin will be interesting to see if they can try and get that development back to how it was at the start of the season, last season. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And obviously only a couple of weeks now until some of the cars are revealed. So we've also got that to look forward to. So yeah, all the cars coming out now for the final runs. Now we don't want to see what we saw in F1 a couple of years ago in qualifying, where nobody wanted to be the first car. I think we'll remember the scenes where Martin Brundle and Crofty were just baffled by the fact that nobody really wanted to set a final run in Q3 in fear of giving the other car behind the toe, because round here the toe is worth a lot, especially if you're not too close, because obviously the weight from the car in front is going to cause a lot of issues in corners, causing you to overheat. But obviously this is a game, so it's not going to be as realistic as that, but the toe effect will still be massive around here. So if you can stick behind somebody that's obviously on a quick lap, and you can reap the rewards of the toe. So let's see what happens now in the final runs. So yeah, 2 minutes to go. Probably this is the best moment for all of these drivers in terms of how the car feels. The lightest feel possible. Brand new soft tyres and a beautiful track like Monza, where you can just throw the car in and see whether it sticks or not. So let's see who we'll go on board with first. Try and pick somebody different that I haven't been on board with. We'll go on board with Marconi. He spots his braking zone correct. Oh, as he locks up there and misses the apex. He's bound to have lost some time there. So I'm not going to stick on board with him because you can just see that he's lost time. And as you look at this, it's 1.6. Do you know what? Let's go on board with KXI. As you can see, he has a car in front of him. I believe that's a Mercedes. So he's going to benefit a lot from the tow here. So let's just see the benefit of this tow, as I've been mentioning. So he's at the perfect distance now, where he's not really being affected too much by the wake in front. Obviously the car in front is punching a hole in the air for him. So as long as he keeps it through the Lesmos, he's going to see quite a benefit here. Slight bit of understeer on the exit there of the second Lesmo, but again, he's still got a nice tow. Down to Ascari. As you can see, he's just a tenth and a half up in his previous time. KXI does need to get up the grid, so let's see where this fares him. Looks like he has lost a little bit of time compared to the car in front, like boxes. It's a 19.7 with three temps improvement from him, so that's decent for him, starting P11. A shoe. He's up at his time. As he goes as far right as possible. It's a 20. He lost a lot of time there. He was 3 temps up. I believe he was 3 temps up. Maybe my eyes are betting tricks on me, but he was up. He lost all in that time. It was Tango, so it's a 1:19.6. So Ennis's lap looks unbeatable at the moment. It seems like everybody else is boxing. Yeah. I think that could be out unless Marconi has got something out. So I believe that is our grid, yeah. That will be our grid for Monza tonight. And that's a front row for Ennis and Jets, the two IRT boys. We've got a few IRT boys representing tonight. Got T-Griff in P4. So it's a solid showing there from those three in the top 4. So yeah, that's qualifying. For me, it went quite quick qualifying tonight. I mean, it's one of the fastest tracks. I think fastest average speed track, so it's going to go quick. The race is going to go quick, hoping that there's no safety cars or anything like that. But yeah, as we run through the grid now, we have a British 1, 2, 3, 4 in Ennis, Jet, Hobbsy, T-Griff, Darai in P5, Cool Killer P6, Legende P7, Tobes in P8, Knowlesy in P9, and Clerphill in P10. Rounding off the rest of the grid, we have Shu in P11, KXI P12, Strauss in P13, Tango P14, Marconi, Harry Palmer, War Daddy, 4-Star, Freefall, and Cole Paradox rounding up the grid in the AlphaTauri. So as we get ready, obviously the guys are going to pick their strategy, their fuel, see how they fare tonight. Obviously there's going to be a mix of different strategies, different starting tyres. People are maybe trying to go long, Maybe the undercut. The undercut is quite powerful around here. If you can get in and out and get into clear air, undercut is very powerful. But it's all about preserving tyres as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys pick tonight. But as we're waiting, just waiting for these guys to sort out everything. Looking forward to tonight. Monza, as I said, is an historic track. Looking forward to some good racing. I'm expecting a lot of overtakes tonight. Just the nature of the track with the RS, and there could be some drivers running really, really low downforce tonight. It's a low downforce track, not that many corners, so you can get away with running as low as downforce as you can, as long as you don't spin out and end up in the wall. You can run quite low downforce, so I'm expecting the guys to be putting on a overtaking masterclass for us tonight. I say that now, and there'll probably be no overtakes, but that's highly unlikely. There'll be no overtakes around here. Yeah, we're just waiting for the guys now. Obviously, we'll have a formation lap as well, so we've still got a few more minutes before the main event. So as you can see, formation lap has begun. Let's go through, see what everybody is starting on. It's the tyres. So it's a fair mix between softs, mediums and hards. So it's going to be interesting. You'd expect the tyres, the drivers on the soft tyres to get a better getaway. And especially it being quite a long run down to turn one, you're going to need as much grip as you can. But I noticed on Monday night in our race, the soft tyre did hold on for quite a long time. So yeah, let's see. I started on the hard tyre Monday, and the hard tyre was just dreadful. But obviously these guys are more skilled than me, so maybe they might reap the benefits of starting on the hard tyre. Just seeing if they can go long, but the hard tyre did not feel great on Monday. I don't think there was that many of us that picked it either. I think there's maybe 3 of us, and I think we all did struggle in that first stint. But again, it's not about us, it's about these guys tonight, and it's leading us round. It's quite a fast formation, that, considering you don't want to be too far away, because your tyres are just gonna cool down on the grid. But hey, that's Ellis's issue tonight, and hopefully he can manage the tyre attempts and everything. It's gonna be interesting because I believe P2 starts on the right. Let's see if I'm correct. Yeah. So Jet is basically going to be on the inside now. Are we going to see any carnage into turn one? Fingers crossed we don't, because I want a clean race for everybody tonight. As you can see at the back of the grid, you can see the ideal strategy: soft, medium, and medium hard. Not much to pick between them. As you can see, the soft tyre can go quite a long way, as I did mention. But yeah, as Car Paradox rounds off the grid. Alright, here we go. Just lights out and away we go. As we are now into the first corner. And Ennis has kept the lead. Jet has kept P2. So yeah, it's a decent start from the top two. But I'm expecting to see some overtakes now as we come round. So we've had a few position changes. Biggest winner so far is Tango in P11, and the biggest loser so far is Strauss, down 4 positions. So let's keep an eye on the Ferrari of Cool Killer, or Cool Kicker, sorry. And this has built up a nice gap there, just under a second. But I don't think Jet's going to be too worried about that. As we have Hobbsy battling there with T-Griff as he goes down the inside of him into Parabolica. And then this leads the first lap. We're possibly seeing another move there from Cool Kicker down the inside into turn 1. Gets it, nicely done there. It's nice fair driving there between those three. Let's go further down the grid to see if there's anything happening. So Tango's up 3 positions on that hard tyre. And he's in a good position there. He's in the points now. Oh, as we have Shu just caught the back of that, losing the back end, and he's out now. So that brings out the first safety car of the night. Looked like he just got wide and lost the back end out of the Lesmo and into the wall. Can easily be done there as well. So we see the race is neutralised now as we slow down and wait for the safety car to come out. Now I'm wondering if anybody will pit now, or will they just try and extend the stint? Looks like everybody's playing chicken and not pitting. I mean, it'd be really early to pit and put on a set of hard tyres to the end. I think everybody is staying out. We have one person in the pits, and that's 4-star. So let's see what 4-star goes on to. I don't know if he had any damage. Looks like he's going on a set of medium tyres yet. No damage there, but that means he gets that soft stint out of the way. So he could possibly do a double set of mediums now to the end. And obviously he's going to catch up to the safety car. Gets that soft stint out of the way. And you can focus on the longer stint now on these set of medium tyres. So he's now got to catch up to the pack, which he will do. So Ennis is now behind the safety car. So this helps the soft tyres, the soft tyre runners. This helps them a little bit, enabling them to extend the stint, preserve the tyre life on these. So yeah, interested to see what's going to happen now. But as you can see, the race is neutralised now. Safety car will be probably out for another lap, and then we'll get going again. So yeah, interesting anyway. Interesting first couple of laps. Obviously Tango up 4 positions on the hard tyre. So he's going to be in a decent position. As we have Darai as well on the hard tyres. So the hard tyre runners, obviously this is just going to extend their stint even more. So let's see what happens in the remaining 20 odd laps. It's a shame for Shu that he's out of the race. Could have been some big points there tonight for Williams. Obviously, Williams being my constructor this season, and hoping the boys in Tier 1 do a good job tonight as well. Get some good points for the team. Still very much in that constructor battle. But obviously it's about getting as many points as you can and keeping it clean. So hopefully the Williams boys do a good job tonight. So safety car in this lap. So NS now becomes the de facto safety car for the next few hundred meters until obviously the safety car pulls in. Now overtaken, of course, until start finish line. It's going to be interesting to see where NS decides to let go and just go for it. We may possibly see some overtakes into turn 1, depending on the type of run that these guys get. It looks like NS is gone for it. So as we now start lap 5, and this is bolted, he's got just over half a second gap into turn 1. Didn't see any resurrection. It's obviously going to have a look down and say no. So we have Tango. Bit of argy-bargy there possibly. So Tango is better than Knowlesy there. All seem well behaved now, starting on that, but as I say that, it's free fall. There's a bit of damage there, a bit of front wing left on the track there. I'm not sure if there was any contact there between Cole Paradox and Freefall. Yeah, as you can see, Freefall's left end plate there has taken some damage, which is unfortunate just after a safety car period. That he's going to find himself quite far back. So far so good for Ennis on his restart. Oh, we've caught that. Not sure what has happened there. That's very strange. Just lost the back end. And obviously he has to wait now. I'm genuinely really baffled as to what happened there. I'm not sure if he got on the curb or on the grass or anything like that, but the back end literally just went. So Ennis now has got to work his way back up, unfortunately, as we have a new leader. His camera is beautiful for that. So Jet was very late on the brakes there, confident on the brakes, obviously not to go into the back of Jet. So the DRS will get activated too. Let's keep on board with these guys here and see what's going to happen in the next couple of corners. Obviously Tigre being on the soft tyre, still in decent line. So he may pull away, he may not, just depending on how quick Jet is gonna stick with him. So yeah, as we come through Parabolic now, we're gonna run down into turn 1. DRS obviously enabled now. As we have a safety car, I'm not sure what for. Have we had somebody? Not sure what's happened there, but We've got a few guys now coming into the pits bailing. So KXI there has no front wing, so obviously he must have been involved in a collision or something. Do you feel a bit sorry for the guys up front? Not had many racing laps, and we've got a second safety car. So it's obviously going to be as you were again. Pace gets neutralised. And obviously tyre and fuel saving will commence. Obviously this being a power hungry circuit, fuel consumption is going to be very, very hard. So these safety car periods are helping these guys to recoup on fuel, which is good. Worst thing you'd want is to run out of fuel, especially around here, because of the power hungry circuit it is. You run out of fuel, you can lose loads of positions. So this is a good period for these guys now, just to look after the tyres, look after the fuel, get the ERS back up to 100%, and then they go again. So we have T-Griff pitting now. The Alpine, let's see what tyres he's going to put on. Set of medium tyres for him. He could possibly go to the end on that set of medium tyres. As Gende comes out on a set of hards. Cool Hicker, set of mediums. Hobbsy, set of hards. And Tango, set of mediums. So you can see strategy is all split now, pretty much. 4-star set of soft tyres. Obviously he pitted under the first safety car, looks like. So he's not in a bad position, to be honest, 4-star. Everybody else in front of him hasn't boxed yet. He has, obviously he's on the softer tyre, so he could be in a position to possibly attack these guys at the front. You never know what could happen. Also, somebody having a quiet race is Harry Palmer on P6, though. He'll be wanting to put in a good performance tonight. In McLaren. So another lap of the safety car. Just see if everybody is. There's a few stragglers behind KXI and Freefall. car probably will be in this lap or not. Not sure, to be fair. Let's have a look. I think it will do one more lap, just considering, yeah, it will do one more lap, yeah. Of course. So, safety car will be in definitely, lap 10. And then we'll get racing again. Not much to comment on tonight because we've had 2 safety cars in 2 important periods of the race. Hopefully it can settle down a little bit after this period of the safety car. And we can see some good battling. Obviously it's unfortunate that Shu's not in the race. But the rest of the guys obviously got a chance to prove themselves tonight. Let's see what they can do. But yeah, safety car obviously in this lap. Jet now. Getting to restart. See where he goes. If he's going to go early, he's going to leave it late. I find that there's more carnage the later you leave it. Just because everybody gets bunched up and everybody seems to be guessing when the car in front's going to go. They don't want to be left behind. This Jet's gone for it now. So it gets us back underway without 7 attempts to ride behind. Keep an eye on Knowlesy. I don't think he's going to make a move, but we have possibly a move behind. Side by side into turn 1. Always we have somebody going through turn 1, through the barriers. That's that Tango. Fortunate for him. Hopefully he doesn't have much damage. Still will come through now. Nice little battle in there between Harry Palmer and Legende. Let's see if we can get some racing now, boys. Let's have a look at this battle behind. We have a gaggle of cars all looking to gain positions on each other. As we take a run down to turn 1. That's cool kicker, sorry, goes defensive into turn 1. Sort of pinched himself there by going defensive. Hopefully he can get a good run now. Undercover Grande. He does. Obviously you have Tango on the outside. Is Tango going to make the move? He is down the inside. And he makes it. Good move there. Good fair race in between these guys. All good. That's what we like to see. Obviously DRS will be activated next lap. So right now it's just ARS straight line speed at the moment until the RS gets activated. It's called Paradox, gets a 3-second penalty. Harry's lost a few positions there. DRS is now enabled, so let's see. You can see they're all in a DRS train at the moment. Tango just trying to position his car in the best way possible not to get involved in an incident. As he does the switch back there. Hopefully they give him enough space. Good battle in between these three here. Ooh, as he goes into the grass, reminiscent of Sebastian Vettel and Alonso, I believe, in 2011. Some feisty driving going on here. It all seems to be just about legal. Tango burning through his RS now. As we have NS and P12 on those newer hard tyres compared to everybody else. Obviously he's got the pace as he qualified pole. Has he got the pace to work his way through the field back into the podium positions? We shall see. Right, let's have a look at the lead pack now. As they are stretching the legs, you have Knowlesy being overtaken by Griff. As Griff gets the inside line, overtake is done. Griff is in a decent position here because the guys in front of him will have to pit. So he possibly could go to the end of these tyres. So let's see what goes on here. This Jet is only 7.5 tenths ahead. And we have the two Alpines behind. Wonder if there's going to be any teamwork between them. Or is it every man for himself? We shall see. Because T. Griff has got a chance of the win here. Let's see if his teammate will oblige. As we have Cold Paradox and we have a VSC. As we have two people out. So we have a VSC. So there's obviously been an incident. And that looks like a full-blown safety car now. So Jet is pitting, Durai is pitting, T-Griff will stay out. Knowlesy's pitting. So let's see what these guys go on, because I'm sure you can get a pair of softs. Yeah. Just like that, Jet has done that. He's got on a pair of softs. So is Knowlesy. Yeah, you can see it's like Piccadilly Circus now in this pit lane. Traffic galore. Mixture of softs and mediums. I mean, if you've got a pair of softs, then the softs are the best option. Probably get a lap, another 2 laps under the safety car. So yeah, full course safety car, free fall now. Rounding up the grid, coming down in P16. As he overtakes Wall Daddy. Wall Daddy coming out on the first set of softs. So, barring any mishap, these guys will surely all be going to the end of the race on these sets of tyres. Just having a look. Safety car. Not too sure, to be honest. There's still quite a distance between the guys at the back, so maybe one more lap for the safety car. It's hard to see T-Griff holding out, to be honest. Everybody else is on fresh sets of tyres. But let's see what happens. It's still a long race. Anything can happen. But the grip levels are just going to be a lot compared to what he has left. Unless he's become a tyre whisperer like Sergio Perez and has looked after those tyres ridiculously well. But again, track position is always key, and it's okay getting behind somebody, but you have to overtake them. So if he's got enough in reserve in terms of ERS and grip and engine power, then he can withstand the pressure from behind. But also he doesn't want to battle too much and taking too much out of his tyres as well, so he's got to think, how is he going to maintain this lead without the detriment of the rest of his race. So yeah, everybody's now caught up, so the safety car will definitely be in at the end of this lap. Yep, as predicted, safety car will be in. So now drivers will warm their tyres and brakes, maybe change their differential settings, and then we're good to go. So again, I'm going to see another safety car restart tonight. Let's see how the driver of Griff, see how he does it. He's left it late this time. Everybody else has gone early. He's decided to do a bit different. So we're back on our way now. As they all get through turn one unscathed, it looks like. Yeah, they've all got through okay. It's currently only Tango running with a penalty at the moment, 3 seconds. Should we go back to the tyres? KXI and Harry Palmer having a little bit of a battle there. KXI coming off a little bit worse there, unfortunately dropping down to the back of the grid. Ward Daddy makes his way down. Just got her now. Tango and Clerpier battling. Janice is down in P11 now. Ennis will probably be thinking what could have been tonight, considering he started on pole and did have a decent lead. But he is making some inroads now, possibly down the inside of Clerpier into turn one. Brakes tremendously late, but keeps it on the track. And he's up to P10 now. We'll go on board with Hobbsy and Forster. Still a lot of racing left tonight. DRS will be activated soon, so we shall see some overtakes. Oh, some more overtakes, because we've seen some tonight without DRS, considering how many safety cars we've had. Jet is right on the gearbox now. He's just got that extra grip. He comes through to Parabolica now. Look at the run he's got. As T-Griff goes defensive, are we going to see a Verstappen and Hamilton 2021 here? We're not, but we're seeing the Alpine of the Rai having a little look, but they've all gone through unscathed there, which is good racing there between the trio. And now it's a quartet battle from T-Griff to Nosey. T-Griff done very well there to maintain the lead going defensive into turn one. Trying every trick in the book to keep Jet behind. But I'm sure it's going to be very difficult considering the tyre advantage that Jet has at the moment. And that everybody else has, to be fair. As Ennis makes his way up to P8, as you can see on the driver tracker. So obviously DRS is going to be activated now. We may see a change for the lead, as Hobbsy may be having some internet connections there, unfortunately for him. We're going to see what Jet is cooking here. So DRS activated, round the outside. Yeah, easy move. Are we going to see? Oh, as we have seen an absolute madness there from the Alpine. And Jet has got a penalty because of that, which I'm sure will be removed through no fault of his own. As the right is now in P2. Nosey P3, Legende P4. So good share for Alfa Romeo as well. Obviously another Italian team on the grid. P3 and P4 for them. It's a decent showing. And maybe they'll be able to get some more. And Ennis is P6 now. He will be definitely looking at attacking these guys and maybe getting back onto the podium. So let's stick on board with him. Obviously we're in a little bit of a DRS train. But let's see who's going to be brave into turn one, as we have a yellow flag in sector 3. But I'll stick on board with this. So Ennis, he pulls out and he makes the move down the inside on Legende. Legende gives him the space. It's good fair driving there between the pair of them. Jet is stretching his legs now, 1.2 seconds clear of the right. So we have a little battle there between Harry Palmer and Clerpion. T-Griff speeding the pit lane and has retired from the session. That's unfortunate because he was having a decent race. But as you are, back to racing. Harry Palmer trying to go defensive. And Clerpion down the inside into Ascari. So we have a VSC at the back of the something has happened. Yeah, it was War Daddy. Possibly has lost his front wing. Yep. So it's a VSC. He's going to lose quite a lot of time here now under this VSC. We have both KXI and Hobbsy. Obviously this VSC neutralises everybody where they are. You're obviously going to be following a delta, and the delta tells you the lap times to stick to. So we're back green flag racing now. Zenith gets past Strauss even before Parabolica. So Ennis is in a decent position to at least get back onto the podium. So it'll be interesting. Final few laps there for the Williams driver, the sole Williams driver. Fortunately, his teammate did crash out earlier on, but we'll go on board with these guys here. Claire PR, Harry Palmer, 4-star. It's a gaggle of cars here. Let's see what 4-star got up his sleeve at the moment. This Claire PR has retired from the race. Him and Harry Palmer may have got together. We didn't see that on camera. We just saw two cars off. So final few laps. As Jet now has a 1.1 second lead on Nosey, on Darai, sorry, with Nosey just behind. Ennis in P4, Strauss in P5, Gende P6, Tango P7, obviously running with some penalties there. 3 seconds worth. Tobes P8, 4-star P9, and McConey running at the top 10. So we're going to see a move by Scotty Freefall there. Just what that is, you would expect. Sets the fastest lap of the race. Brand new soft tyres. Fuel probably burnt down as low as it could be, obviously with the safety cars there. So yeah, last couple of laps now. Now we're going to see some movement. Scott slightly compromising his exit there as he looked down the inside into Parabolica. He still gets DRS on the car in front. As 4-star makes a move on McConey to turn 1. Good move there on the brakes. Space given there as well. And Freefall now may have a run. And he's down the inside. It's a good move there by Freefall. Up to P10. And off camera, we've seen Ennis has now made a move into P3. Ennis has had a great recovery drive considering what happened at the start. First couple of laps in, losing the lead. He's now up to P3. So yeah, it's a good recovery drive from him. Obviously showing the pace that he has got. And possibly we may see him move into turn 1, him into P2. Let's have a look. So DRS activated, ERS activated. Yeah. Up into P2 NS. It's a good recovery drive from him. Free fall into P9 as we start the final lap. Stick on board with Jet. So we see now one more corner to go. And we'll see our top 3. As Jet comes across the line to win on track. Obviously with that penalty, drops down to P4. But I'm sure that penalty will be removed. No, through no fault of his own. So as we round off the rest of the race, just waiting for the final cars to come through. Harry Palmer getting the last points position in P12. Obviously coming across the line P3. All Daddy and KXI will be arriving shortly. And All Daddy comes across the line. Just for KXI to finish the race, and then we'll go through the race rundown. Obviously Ennis winning on track with the results at the moment, but I'm sure Jet will stay his claim for P1, and it looks like KXI may have got the fastest lap of the race there. Obviously I think you have to be inside the top 12 to get points for that. But no, that was a very good race tonight. Drama filled, quite a lot of safety cars. But congratulations to the guys that have all finished. Congratulations to our podium sitters. So, not sure if I'm going to do a rundown because obviously things will change based on the order and penalties, etc. But Ennis taking the win. Durai P2, Nolsey P3, and Jet P4. So yeah, it was a good race from these guys here. All the guys here finishing the race. It was nice to commentate solo tonight. Unfortunately, Rob wasn't here, but I'm sure hopefully Rob will be back next week. He has been missed by myself, and hopefully he will be raring to go next week. But yeah, that was a decent race. Well done to everybody that finished tonight. My pleasure to commentate over this tier. I really do enjoy commentating over these guys. They put on a good show every week. And whether I'm lead comms or co-comms, I enjoy just being a part of it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do any podium interviews tonight, just considering how messed up everything is in terms of the finishers. But yeah, that was a really good race to commentate over. And if you tune into Tier 1, their races is actually going on now. So if you finish listening to my dulcet tones, if you'd like to move on to the Tier 1 race, it'd be an absolute pleasure. But yeah, should I do some interviews? Should I not? I'm not sure I'm going to do any interviews tonight. Hopefully the guys understand. Let me just drop a message into the Discord. Right, we may have some interviews actually, so let me go back and see who finished where, and then we can get these guys in for some interviews. So yeah, we'll get some interviews. It's only fair. So yeah, we're gonna get some interviews in. Just get the guys in. So we'll get NS in. We'll do it a little differently actually. We'll get the top four and see if they're available. Just considering how messed up it was in the end. Let's see if they would like to join. So we invited the top four. It's a bit odd, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna run with it. Obviously, penalties may change the final standings and everything. But obviously, we're joined by Ennis at the moment. So, Ennis, tell us about your race, mate. How did you find it? Obviously, you spun in the lead, but you recovered. Are you happy with the recovery tonight, or do you think you could have had more? Yeah. Nah, you had a lot of pace, and obviously you proved that in qualifying with the lap that you put in. And obviously race pace was looking good. Obviously you had that little spin. Do you reckon without that spin you would have won that race tonight, or is it one of those where you just can't call it because of the amount of drama that happened? Yeah, but P2, great recovery. And you didn't lose that many points considering you went back to the back of the grid as well. So that's obviously good points for the championship as well. How you feeling with the few races that we have left? How you feeling for the championship? Yeah, yeah, good, and obviously solid points for Williams tonight as well. So yeah, well done on that. We have Nosy next. Nosy, great race from you, mate. Quite a quiet race. You seem to have kept it out of all the incidents, but you made the moves when you needed to make it. Tell us about your race from your point of view, mate. How was that for you? Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah, you prove that, like, sometimes you don't need to make those glamorous moves. You just need to know when to make a move and when not to make a move and keep out the walls, obviously keep away from the incidents. And obviously you've ended up with a podium, so congratulations on that, mate. We have Jet. Now, this is controversial because obviously Jet did finish P1 on track, but with the penalty, which I'm sure will be removed, should finish in P1. From your point of view, Jet, how are you feeling about that? hmm
Saw that Ennis went on the softs and thought, oh god, okay, P2, here we come. And then kept it within like 1.5 with like two in the first 2 or 3 laps. So that kept me, just a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
And then I just decided to blow a gust of wind as soon as he hits curve R08 just to see what happens. And all of a sudden his rear end's gone. So we'll take that. And then the final safety car. The final proper safety car where I've hit the softs, also just the perfect timing for me to pit.
Yeah.
And then T Griff misses braking point.
Caught that live on stream as well. It's
Got no damage.
unfortunate.
I
Yeah, that's
I got 0 damage from that somehow. I thought I was a goner, but yeah, managed to keep it on track. Wanted to try and keep it ahead of 3 seconds,
yeah.
but on the last lap, Ennis gained like 1.7 on me.
Yeah, he was rapid. But
So
hopefully
yeah,
you get that win, fully
we're gonna
deserved.
find out.
I mean, well, I'm impartial, but from my point of view, you should get that. That incident was obviously you were just an innocent bystander in that. So hopefully you get the win for that. But yeah, just a round up from me. Good race. Quite a lot of safety cars. There wasn't as much racing as I would have anticipated around Monza. But obviously, I did enjoy commentating, and obviously, thank you to the 3 guys that have come into the party tonight for interviews. Congratulations to them on their podium. Guys, you have anything to add before we wrap up the stream?
What's the next track?
Let me have a look. I'm not as, what's the word, organised as Rob, but let me get that up for you now, the calendar. So we have Singapore next. Singapore will be our next race. How are you guys feeling about Singapore?
Is it
Very,
Singapore?
very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was Zandvoort.
No.
Softwoods.
I mean, I'll take Singapore, but
Very, very nice.
And
oh, for
obviously it's the
God's sake,
new
Ennis
layout of
likes the track.
Singapore.
Right,
It's one of our
I'm gonna
favorite
straight
tracks.
line one of the corners and see what happens.
So yeah, obviously we got these guys looking forward to Singapore. Obviously Singapore will be next Thursday. Not sure whether I'll be lead comms or co-comms next week, but either way I'll be there. And hopefully you guys will be there next week as well. So yeah, looking forward to Singapore next week. I've been AFL 1994, and I have commentated on Cone Tier 2 tonight. My pleasure. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a good evening. All right.